All right. Today we're making peanut butter and chocolate chunk cookies. Let's get started.
Good things are coming. Good things.
Okay, now, like always, I say cooking should be fun and relaxing, so let's grab our relaxing juice. Cheers. All right, let's get started. To kick things off, you're gonna want a pretty good sized mixing bowl. You're gonna need room temperature butter. I'm using 1 stick. Yeah. There we go. Using 1 stick of unsalted butter, which is about a half a cup. Okay. And I need about 1 cup's worth of sugar. Okay. A lot of people like to do half a cup of white sugar, half a cup of brown sugar. I just have some raw sugar here, so I'm going to use a full cup of that. And in it goes. Next, you're going to grab a spatula. Now, this one has some peanut butter on it, but these are going to be peanut butter cookies, so I'm not super worried about that. And we're just going to start mixing. We're going to work it until the butter and sugar come together into what's known as the cream stage. All right, now my fellas, mine out of the gutter, okay? You're better than that. I don't need any giggling in the back, especially you, Steve. Yes, I have not forgotten about you. But once we get to this cream stage, we're going to toss in 1 egg room temperature, okay? Your butter and your egg should be about room temperature when you do this. There we go. That way, it's way easier to work. And we're just going to mix it until it's all combined. All right, now we're going to add about a teaspoon's worth of Jamaican rum. There you are. If you don't like the idea of throwing alcohol into your cookies, you can just add vanilla extract and it'll taste really good. I just recommend Jamaican rum because it gives you a little bit more depth of flavor, otherwise known as umami. There we go, we're going to combine it all together. And now we're going to throw our peanut butter in here. I have about 3/4 to a cup of creamy peanut butter. If you like chunky peanut butter, more power to you, throw it in there. It'll taste pretty darn good. And we're just gonna mix it in here. That was the last of our wet ingredients. Looks like it's pretty well mixed together. Now we're going to focus on our dry ingredients, of course. Need about 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and we're going to sift it into this bowl. All right, well, that looks like it's 1.5 cups of flour sifted in there. Let's give that a stir up and see how that looks. All right, now we're going to throw about a ½ teaspoon's worth of baking soda, as well as just a little bit of salt. There we go. I'd say about a 1/4 teaspoon's worth is all you need. And we're going to mix this in just the same as everything else. All right, now we're going to taste it.
Then he tastes it.
Mmm. Yummy, yummy. If you're just looking for a peanut butter cookie recipe, stop right here and do this. It tastes fantastic. But of course we're doing chocolate chunks as well. All right, I'm throwing about a cup's worth of chocolate chunks in here. This is the last thing we're going to add before we start balling up our dough. All right, this is looking really good, all mixed up well enough. There we go. You're trying to make this so that for every cookie you make, you're definitely getting a good amount of chocolate chunks in there. That's kind of obvious, but in case you didn't know. All right, we'll get to making our dough balls here in a second, but this is a little messy. So using the powers of editing, I'm gonna clean this up. All right, and here we are. I have my baking tray right here with some non-stick parchment paper. I have my oven behind me heating up to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And let's make our dough balls, shall we? I have an ice cream scoop here. You don't need an ice cream scoop. You can definitely use just like a tablespoon or something. If you have kids at home, this is where I would get them involved if you haven't already. All right. There we go. We're going to take a scoop like so, and we're going to plop it down just like that. Now, I'm not a professional baker, okay? So I'm not aiming for perfect looking cookies. If you're looking for a perfectionist, go watch Gordon Ramsay shout at people. And we're just going to plop them down just like so. Now, we do want to keep our cookies kind of spaced out so that they can heat up by themselves and heat evenly. Also, they won't bake into each other. Otherwise, you're just going to have one gigantic cookie. But if you're going for that, it's fine. But if you're not, you know, now you're warned. There we are. Alrighty. Oh my goodness. Yep. There we are. Looking pretty good. Looks like I'll be able to fit about 6 cookies on this tray. And I have a ton left over in this bowl. If you want to, you can make the whole thing on one large tray. Use what you want. Freeze what you want to save for later. That way, if you want cookies on, there we go, on a day that you don't feel like baking, you just pull them out of the freezer, let them warm up. There we go, about 20 minutes to a half an hour, and they'll be ready to bake, just the same as this. All right, now the chocolate chunks are in here, so they're probably gonna get in the way of the fork, but I have got to try to do that crosshatch thing I see everybody doing. There we go. One way. Oh. There we go. Don't push down with all of your might if you're a big, strong fella at home. Alrighty, there we go. Oh man, they look pretty good. Now we're going to wait for our oven to heat up to 350 degrees. Until then, these guys can hang out right here. And I'm going to put this cookie dough in the fridge until I want to use it next time, okay? The longer this sits, the better it'll taste. Okay, and here are our cookies, fresh out of the oven. I ended up keeping them in there about, I'd say 12, 13 minutes, but just keep an eye on them and make sure you do what's best with your oven, all right? Now I'm gonna let these guys rest for about, I'd say 10 minutes or so. These things are molten hot on the inside, so they're gonna finish baking outside the oven. I'm actually gonna put them right here and just let them finish baking on their own, okay? I'll see everybody in about 10 minutes. And here they are. Our peanut butter chocolate chunk cookies. Let's see if I can get a neat little break. Oh, they're nice and gooey. Oh yeah. There's the shot. Well, it doesn't matter how they look. Let's give her a taste.
Oh my god.
These are insanely good. Now these are on the crumbly side. If you want them to be a little crispier, keep them in the oven, I'd say about 14-15 minutes or so, and then pull them out. But these are delightful. Nice and peanut buttery. The chocolate is fantastic. It pops through perfect. They're still nice and warm and soft on the inside, just how you want them. Don't worry about my manager. She will get her cut when she wakes up from her union required nap. All right, but please try these cookies at home. These things are fantastic. They're nice and moist in the middle. Fantastic. What do you think, manager? Here you go.
Sweet.
I think we got ourselves a winner. Anywho, everybody, please leave a comment down below. Let me know how I did. What do you like to put in your peanut butter cookies? Do you like to put anything in your peanut butter cookies? Do you just like the peanut butter? Please give me a like and a subscribe. We just got past 100 subscribers, so woohoo, we're on our way to 200. Fighting our way to 200. Fantastic. I'm trying to get all the way to 1,000 so I can monetize the channel. If y'all want to follow me on the social medias X or Twitter and Instagram, please do so. I have a Facebook group, so I'll link that too. If you want to help support my channel, if you want to support my channel, go to my merch store and buy a t-shirt or something. Oop. Well, I think that's just about it. I think we're gonna go eat all these cookies. Oh my goodness, yummy, yummy. Have a good one. Well, this is the last of our... All right, now we're gonna add about a teaspoon. Hang on. Where are my good measurements? Sweetheart, would you like some cheese? Okay. Got a little raccoon sneaking in here.